The awareness of your psyche. What makes the awareness of your psyche important? Being aware of how you think, how you behave, and how you act in certain experiences and scenarios in life can help you accept yourself and help you understand yourself, right? Uh, What is the psyche? So psyche is all about the way you think, the way you act, the way you behave, and during certain experiences, right? That's your psyche, right? Your psyche is very close to like your habits, your habitual thinking, your habitual behaviors, right? And it's shaped by your experiences, right? It's shaped by your experiences. So think of your psyche as even why do you like ask yourself why you listen to certain types of music, why are you so attached to certain foods, why are you attached to certain television shows, movies, anything, right? Certain sports, right? That has to do with the psyche, right? Everything that you absorb, it it affects the way you think and the way you behave, the way you act, right? The psyche shapes your personality. I made a video about being aware of your personality, and in that video, I also talked about how taking MBTI tests can reveal your personality, right? It could also reveal the MBTI test can also reveal not only your personality, but it could reveal the way you think and act and behave, and why you think and act and behave in certain ways, right? And that just basically describes your psyche, right? And again, your psyche is shaped by your experiences always, right? So when we can watch and observe, right, without judgment, these things, right, our behaviors, our actions, and our thinking, our psyche in general, we can see and know how we are going to behave in certain experiences, right? And usually experiences repeat in loops until we learn about it. So when we can observe and witness our psyche, right, from above, right, we can be ahead of things. We can stay ahead of things. We can understand ourselves so completely that we can know ahead of time before a certain experience how we are going to behave, how we going to act, how our habits are going to be affected. And when we can know these things, we can stay ahead of any experiences in life, right? It could help us maneuver during any experience in life, whether it's a stressful experience or any type of experience. We could be prepared for what's to come in life, right? Because it's going to help us understand us completely. It's going to help us understand our thinking, our behaviors, our habits, our actions, why we do certain things, right? And it could be anything small can help us understand ourselves completely, can help us understand our psyche completely. And when we can know these things, we can shape our personality. We can shape our personality in any experience, right? So sometimes, let's say you're going through an experience that makes you very fearful, very scared. When we can know that we're scared, when we can observe our our fear, when we can see our fear by looking at our actions, our thinking, and our behaviors and our habits, by observing maybe what we're listening when it comes to music or what we're watching, when it comes to TV shows or what we're eating or the way we wake up or the way we do anything, when we observe that we are fearful, we can accept it. And when we can accept it, we can shape our personality, we can shape our ego in a way that it would help us go through that experience, right? Because the psyche shapes our personality and ego. You don't want your psyche or ego to be on autopilot, right? Because what's going to happen is that if you're experiencing something fearful, for example, maybe you unconsciously create, your psyche unconsciously creates a personality and ego that perpetuates that fear, right? So when we observe that we're fearful, by observing our psyche, we can create an ego or personality that will help us get through our fears. Or, for example, if we're going through a situation that makes us very angry, for example, right, in a situation that makes us that makes us feel angry, by watching our behaviors, our thinking, our actions and habits, we can prepare for this situation of anger by creating a personality and ego where that we can get through a situation where something makes us feel angry. Because again, another common habit of human beings is that we unconsciously create egos and personalities where it perpetuates our anger when situations arise where it creates anger within us unconsciously. Like we unconsciously create personalities and egos that makes us angry, right? So it's all about being aware of our psyche, because our psyche creates our egos, and personality, right? You could, and by observing and witnessing our psyche, we can consciously create our egos and personality. It helps us fully embrace and accept ourselves. By doing that, it helps us know ourselves completely, and it helps us perpetuate a life where we're willing to continue knowing ourselves completely.